Okie dokie. Serum Visions it is. Snap that keep. Oh. Well, probably playing against Gorya's Vengeance. Or Affinity. Did not think about that one. I guess that is another deck that suffers from the same likely to mulligan to 5 problem. Um, that incentivizes me to get red because Tron. I guess lists have moved away from main deck Relic. But. So I get punished by main deck. I think I want to get Pyro into play first. Guaranteed. No, thank you. Hmm. Well, oh, that's a good draw. So I'm just going to get Breeding Pool. I don't think my life total matters. I don't think there's a reason to not just Pyro here. I think that Pyro adds up faster. Though I guess... Yeah, this is probably right. So... Do I want to remand? Pretty sure this is right. If my opponent's hand is that bad on a 5... I don't want to spend the bolt on the spell skite or whatever. I just want to get value out of my cards. I have a remand for a Worm Coil anyways. I'd rather Goyf than Mandrills here because Mandrills turns off my Goyf. Even though it costs me a damage to... Yeah, you got a power plant. That's great. My opponent's curve doesn't naturally hit Ulamog anyways, so whatever. Yeah, that's kind of a problem, I guess. So they have... Wow. Um, so we've got Karn, Skite, Pyro, Ulamog. I faded real well this game, probably. I guess I didn't have to play that land. No, I did. I guess I didn't have to play that exact land, is really what I'm saying. Cool. Definitely got a little lucky there to fade. Uh, yeah, get in there, Spreading Seas. Vapor Snag's not very good. Dismember is bad. Vapor Snag. I don't really want this. Ancient Grudge is better than Snag. The thing I'm snagging is probably like a Spellskite or a Worm Coil. Not snagging a Thrag Tusk. AKA the reason they printed Thrag Tusk was Vapor Snag Snapcaster, so I'm definitely not going down that road. Unsure I want a ton of that effect. I think that this is a pretty good config here. Dispel's not great. Lava Man's not great. Gutshot's not great. No way to kill land, so no surgical. I guess I could draw the one Thought Scour and surgical my opponent. Bam! That's what I'm going for. But no, that's not today's answer. Yeah, boarding Ancient Grudge against Tron is like, it's one of those things that people just do over and over without thinking about it. I just don't think it pans out well ever. My opponent kept 7 cards. I am not keeping that hand. I don't like this hand, but it'll do, I guess. Okay, that's not the scary one. Well, my mana doesn't matter. I'm just going to fetch tools all game anyways, so I guess I already have... I don't need... Yeah, I don't think it matters. This is Spell Pierce if my opponent goes for Scrying, Bolt if my opponent doesn't. Spell Pierce has been great so far, so... Oh, yep, you get countered by Spell Pierce. You can get right on out of here. I probably want to get Steam Vents. I tried. Opponent's still missing a Tron piece, which is a good sign for us. No need to fetch. I have a land in graveyard. If my opponent relics me, I need to restock that land. So we'll just Goyf on up. This hand's not... I do not feel good about my odds of winning this game at this point, but I don't think it's terrible. Probably like 70-30 in the dark. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a card. I'm now significantly more likely to win this game. I haven't done the math on these bolts, but I might just want them all. I want to draw Spell Pierce next. I'm just trying to figure out if I want more bolts. They do 2 each. Because the Spell Skite... I think the math works out. Let's see, I can do... If I double bolt the spells... If I bolt my opponent, that does 2, 14. Redirects... Okay, so let's walk through the scenarios. So my opponent can't... So I send the first bolt in my opponent's face on a double red turn. My opponent can either redirect a Spellskite, going to 14. I bolt the Spellskite again. Goyf kills in 3 hits. And the extra bolt doesn't help me there. My opponent doesn't redirect a Spellskite. They go to 13. I send the other... I don't... 13, 11... Goy still kills, and that doesn't... Yeah, the second bolt is not relevant. Spell Pierce might be, but it's no guarantee. Oh. Well, I have a feeling Spell Pierce is not going to be relevant. I'm supposed to fetch here just to... I was actually wrong. I don't... I guess leaving the card on top with Visions is not... Yeah, I don't think it... That was a pretty key draw. So, how good is Ancient Grudge here? 5, 9, 10, 11. I can deal 11 to my opponent. Oh, and I get to counter. I want to draw Ancient Grudge next turn. That's lethal. So I attack, opponent goes to 12. Planeswalker goes to graveyard. Oh man, this is great. Planeswalker goes to graveyard. Ancient Grudge to Spellskite. Artifact or creature goes to graveyard. Right? I did the math right? Yes. And then 2 bolts is that's enough, and I have triple red. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah. Great, that wasn't an Urza's Tower. Please pay. Yes! No relic. That worked out real nicely. Hopefully opponent does not randomly have Nature's Claim. I'm just ingrained to use the attack with all button. Just because, like, you can click a creature twice. Man. That was... All of my cards, too? That was great. I'm liking this deck so far. Really digging it.